Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to NinjaTrader Live. I'm Tracy Shuchart, senior economist, and here are the headlines moving markets today. First, we have the Supreme Court let Lisa Cook remain as a Federal Reserve governor for now. So Trump has been defeated in court. She will be able to remain in her position until January, and then it's going to the Supreme Court. A spokesman for the White House said President Trump lawfully removed Lisa Cook for cause from the Federal Reserve Board of Governors. We look forward to an ultimate victory after presenting our oral arguments before the Supreme Court in January. No progress so far on the government shutdown. It looks like they're waiting this one out. Vance also said that they hadn't made any decisions on firing workers. If you remember this morning, we talked about the fact that 750,000 workers would be furloughed, but they were talking about permanently removing 100,000 of those positions, but so far no final decision on that. Then we had the EIA came out today, and they warned that U.S. nuclear plants are facing a widening uranium supply gap. If you've been following me on X, you would know that already, but I'm glad they figured it out. But they suggest that the U.S. basically only provides 7% of what we need, and we need to import. In fact, the largest country we import from, believe it or not, is still Russia, even though we put an import ban on Russian uranium back in May. So they do have until this fall that they could actually have to ultimately stop. But just keep an eye on the uranium sector. Obviously, looking good for miners in the U.S. On that note, and then let's talk about crude for a minute. Exactly what I've been saying forever. We had Diamondback CEO come out today. He made a statement. He said if U.S. oil production growth will stall if prices stay near $60 a barrel, as fewer drilling sites are profitable at that level. He said there's only so much Tier 1 rock, and in reference to the best drilling locations. And that means it's going to be hard to see growth at $60 oil, and at $50, that's an even harder story. Diamondback is the top independent producer in the Permian Basin, if you don't know who they are. And they have so far decided to slash their capital spending by $500 million this year from its original guidance due to low oil prices. We're going to have a problem. In the future, I do still think this is a 2026 story, besides the fact that we're hearing about this huge supply glut that is coming to the market that has not appeared yet. On the credit front, we have the U.S. government credit default swap spreads edge higher today on the government shutdown. That's kind of a market-based gauges of the risk of a sovereign default. Now, they're not saying that we're going to have a sovereign default problem, but they have ticked higher amid market concerns over the government shutdown, which is never a good sign. You don't really like to see that. Then we had Trump is now tweeting or retruthing about soybean farmers. He said the soybean farmers of our country are being hurt because China is for negotiating reasons only, not buying. We've made so much money on tariffs that we're going to take a small portion of that money and help our farmers. I'll never let our farmers down. And it kind of goes on from there, but you get the gist. So it looks like he's going to try to attempt using some of these tariffs for some sort of payment to farmers. We'll see how that works out and if they can even get that passed. And last but not least, on the geopolitical front, the United States formally implemented snapback sanctions against Iran today, following statements and actions by senior administration officials. If you remember, the UN enacted sanctions on Iran due to its failures on its nuclear commitments, and so the U.S. has now snapped back sanctions on any assets outside of Iran. They're going to freeze any Iranian assets outside of Iran, restrict any arms transactions, and also designated 21 entities and 17 individuals for supporting Iran's military defense. And that is the news while we were away. And now I'll hand it off to Jimmy for an Edge report.
Thank you, Shai. You are the best. Appreciate you. I just was playing around a little bit and thinking about corn prices and feeder cattle and the relationship between the two. And I thought, well, I'm going to chart it and see what the correlation is between the two. And so this is a simple line and close chart with a little bit of a correlation, 8-period correlation at the bottom here. It's mostly negative. And I was thinking about that. Why is it negative? So I came up with some notes. So when corn prices fall, feed becomes cheaper. That makes sense, right? Feedlots are willing to pay more for feeders since their input costs are lower. This increases demand, pushing feeder cattle futures higher. So I'm going to keep an eye on that kind of thesis that I have rolling up there, and I'm going to continue looking at this going forward here. It's not a perfect correlation chart. We got December corn versus November feeder cattle, but we're going to keep looking for that inverse relationship here. And I have that correlation down here at the bottom. It's in part of the NinjaTrader desktop platform study, really easy to use. Let's shoot over to the Bitcoin and check it out. The Bitcoin is trying to break through. We talked about this morning. 1, 2, 3, triple top. We keep bumping up against that 118,000 level. It's not the, it's a range where we're running into this resistance up here. We're sitting here right at it again. Now we are sitting at the top here. So whatever happens today, tomorrow is going to be the confirmation candle. Are we going to break on through and start a new paradigm higher in the Bitcoin? Or is this going to be back to trend, back in the middle of the consolidation zone, back to the moving averages? Right now, the moving averages are in our favor. 8 crossed over the 21 and crossed over the 50 in the last couple of days, and that's pretty positive. And then stochastics really got to run up here. We're almost to 80. Stochastics are moving. So there's a lot of power there on the Bitcoin. Just to kind of look at some of the levels here, we crushed that one-day max. Which is always my first target when we have a trend day here. Traded above that initial balance high at the U.S. Initial balance, and then the IB low. We did not trade below, so we have a single break so far. I'm going to keep an eye on those edge full stats to see what our chances are of having a breakdown. We do have that VWAP, a lot of separation between session VWAP, which happens to be sitting right at the 0 DTE call resistance and 0 DTE gamma wall as well. So we'll see if we get any kind of retracement back, but it's looking pretty sticky up here above that one-day max for the Bitcoin. Rolling over, let's keep moving. Let's go to gold. Gold's been a big topic. We've been talking about this all day today. Ever since August 20th, nothing but green candles. A little bit of a pause. I mean, this is about a week or so, a little bit longer than a week, where we kind of just skidded around this area of support here at 36.61, and then we got another lift off. The biggest key here, and I talked about this morning, is that 8 EMA. We're just marching along it on a daily. Now we have a lot of price separation between that, and that could continue. That doesn't necessarily mean it's over. We have a little bit of a doji brewing today. I'm not ready to say this is a turnaround doji just yet, but we'll see where we close and we'll see where we open tonight in the Globex session to make that determination. Could this be a turnaround doji? I like to look at these. If it's a really nice doji, it's really tight, and it's at the top of a trend, a lot of times it does signify a turnaround. So we'll keep an eye on that as well, and I like where the body is positioned as well. Let's keep moving here intraday just to see what we did. The point of control is a little bit further south in this chart than the highs, but still, point of control is pretty dominant here. We'll see if it acts like a magnet later on today. 38.97. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. Support is pretty much defined by the London IB low and by the value area low on the session volume profile, 38.86 half. We're just kind of, that's pretty much support. And buyers, every time we wick into it, buyers are pushing us up. And those bands, those VWAP bands now are going horizontal as well. So maybe the low's already in. We'll see if we can get a push back up to that point of control or that VWAP later on in the day. But it's respected VWAP pretty much most of the session. Lastly but not least, I just wanted to throw up an E-mini S&P chart since that thing is on fire. Look at this, just breaking through. I'm just going to stick with the daily chart. We won't even go into the intraday because we got some fantastic trading. The close talent is going to talk about it. But I mean, my fib line, forget about it. I mean, I just have to keep moving it up, moving it up, moving it up. ADMA again, a lot of price separation between the ADMA and price right now. We're tracking 67, 65, making new highs. Will we get back into the trend? This was the long-term trend channel that I drew here. We'll see if we can get back into that trend in the next couple of days or so. The point of control from this for this contract since rollover till now is tracking 67.10. So we're having a lot of separation from that as well. So that's still on my radar screen, long screen 67.07. All right, that is this afternoon's Edge report, and we are ready to trade the close. We have XYZ doing double duty today, and Nick for a tick. Good afternoon, gentlemen. How you doing?
Good afternoon, Jim. Happy all-time high day to everyone who celebrates.
Everyone should.
Dude, how many of these days have we had in the last?
I've lost count.
It's like every other week.
A summer that never ends.
I know it's a tricky thing to trade the close with. It's just squeaking up there every single second.
I'm just glad NQ decided to, to the tick, I think just tagged it. I don't know if it's taken it out yet, but it should here in a hot second.
Yeah. It's like to the tick.
It's funny. I mean, because if you think about it, if you were just a visitor from another planet and you listen to the news, you would think the news is pretty bad. Right. You didn't know any macroeconomics or any technical analysis, or you didn't know any of this stuff. You just listen to the news like, wow, this is going to be horrible for companies and for stock prices. And no, it's not.
Bears never win.
No, and when
That's
they
just how it
get a
goes.
moment of momentum or hope, they usually allow it to blow up in their face.
Yeah.
We've seen it too many times. I actually traded gold today because I wanted no part of the chop kind of off the opening range, and then we finally broke out higher, and I was kind of already done for my day because I had caught the the opening range short in GC, so rode that for a little bit. I was very, very happy.
Traded gold.
I mean, I'm a gold. If equities are going to do this, if we're going to march up and slow, grindy, all-time high consolidation chop within a 15, 20-point range, I'm going to find something else. And I'm glad in the last 2.5 sessions, I have traded some gold.
It's a great market.
It kept me out of trouble today.
Yeah, it's a great market to trade. And you got micros too, folks. So don't be shy. You know, we talked about crude oil at the Edge report at the end of the morning session and micro crude oil. And what a great trading day it was. It just kept bouncing off VWAP into a trend channel. And that was the pattern. And there was a lot of opportunity there, and a lot of risk, but a lot of opportunity there too in some of these markets other than all-time high S&P.
Yep.
Anyway, either you guys in a position?
No. Everyone knows me, knows I'm the world's worst all-time high trader. So sit back and watch the show. We'll see if we can find something, but unless we fall back within 980s in NQ, I ain't touching this.
Yeah, it's got to be like the 980s, which is possible. I mean, they just swept the high finally, and see if they stop building it, then it's shorts or nothing for me. I cannot long this. And if the market doesn't set up a short, then I'm doing a lot of nothing.
Mm.
And we said it on Mondays, don't I? Government shutdowns are bullish. So here we are.
Yeah. No, that's all over X. Everyone's got their own little pie chart about this. And so there's so many, the consensus is so strong that it is bullish that I'm going with it. I mean, I haven't done the analysis myself, but so far it is. But I got to think interest rates have something to do with it too. I mean, the Fed funds tool today is tracking 99%, 25% cut in the October meeting, and then another 86 or 87% chance, another 25% cut in the December meeting. And this early into the forecast, I've never seen those numbers so big. So the market's saying something.
Yeah, this will be interesting to see how it shakes out. But I've just laughed and kind of I think everybody since mid-August has been talking about the seasonality trade, and it just has not manifested whatsoever. I don't know if it's going to at this point.
I don't know. I hope not. But in any event, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for doing this with us, trading the close. XYZ, Nick for Tick. Thumbs up, everybody. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. We're over 149,000. We're creeping up. We're going to hit it. I know we're going to hit it sooner than later. So we appreciate everybody's support and that endeavor and our goal of getting there to 150. And we're going to have a lot of fun once that happens. Believe me, I peek behind the curtain. I know some of the stuff that's going to happen. So it's going to be awesome. Thank you for being here, everybody. Best chat there is. Best audience for sure, and the best place to be trading futures or anything for that matter. So, having said all that, XYZ, Nick for Tick, good luck today. I'm going to dip over into the chat.
Thanks, Jim. XY, another day, another all-time high,
Our favorite market.
where it's probably not going to really give us much of an entry. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but I don't know. I hate these days. Got so many
Yeah.
little mini distributions that you can just get long off and put your stop just below it and hope for the best, and it usually has worked out.
Yeah, you'd be making money all day.
I'm just not good at these days. Like this is always how trend days up tend to be. Like when we do trend days down, like you get, I guess, some decent rebids that you can eventually kind of reoffer back in structure. Trend days up, I feel like just doesn't really do that. You get
Yeah, super shallow.
consolidations like this that you have to just kind of trust and stop just below and hope it doesn't break. And it tends to work, but it's just not quite the same like ability to get in late unless you're just good at kind of longing a consolidation so close to the all-time high, which I'm not. Oh, yes, it is. I know why. I'll fix it.
Sums over your screen share, they say?
Yeah, I never
Oh, it's just
adjusted
my
my
screen.
resolution on the screen because I have the ultra wide monitor.
Yeah, guys, it's I think Nick's looking at the same thing, but we've got to be leaving this node behind and probably for a short, but no longs here, and the market is not giving an inch to the sell side. So for right now, there's really nothing in play. But if they do lose this node, it could get interesting for sure.
Yep.
But that's a big if. Honestly, they haven't lost volume the entire day. So if and when that does occur, we can look for a potential short, but right now there's no seller here.
Michael Smith, I use the 5 and 30-second opening range for gold. I've been playing more with the 30-second. I've actually enjoyed looking at it for the last week or so, because I traded a little bit last week. Since the cash open, the pit open, whatever you want to call it, is at 7:20 Central Time for me. Like it's kind of fun to sit there and as I'm getting to my desk, kind of watching the reaction and seeing if I can find a scalp. Before, let's say, a 7:30 news release, I've actually done that. I did that this morning and then got back into a short that I rode for a little bit. So I've been really using the 5-minute more than anything.
Is my screen share frozen right now?
No, price is just not moving. How'd you trade today? I think you caught a decent long, if I
I
remember.
got a
Or was that
long,
yesterday?
yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I was long early, like beginning B period. So right after
Mhm.
the news, they failed to get back down to the lows. So I think XYZ's chart's frozen. Yeah, but I think my screen share might be frozen. Let me try to reshare this thing.
I mean, it's still ticking around 25.
Not that it matters.
Yeah, it hasn't moved a lot, but yours might be
It's like,
frozen.
really can't
That's
tell.
fair.
I'm
Um,
gonna reshare. See if
yeah,
we have
I caught that gold short for like $3,200, and I was like, I don't think I need to put much more at risk because the bell hadn't even opened yet. So I took one more attempt short when Kane and Stowe were on this morning when we were kind of sitting around the 900s. And I don't know, I took it for like 6, 7 points and kind of scratched it before we made that next leg move up. And then I hadn't done anything since. Glad I
Yeah, I
made
just
that
had the
decision.
long from the morning. I don't know if my screen share is working, but from B period, I got long, and then I wanted to target 927s and then the high, but at some point I just took them all off right under the 900s. So if I had left my trailing stop originally where it was, which is like 71, would have been totally cool on my two runners and took it all the way up to 25K plus, but I negotiated with the market and I lost the negotiation.
So you blew up the deal.
Yeah, it was, I mean, still almost 100 points from end to end, but from where we stand now, that was over 100 points ago that I got flat. So, yeah. Is my chart still, I see, is the chart's frozen? Oh, so we do have a, well, at least you guys got Nick's chart. They are working on my screen share right now.
Filthy, filthy trend up there right here. And we
You
can't
look at the
say that there
volume
was
build, it's
not
just
an
like,
opportunity to get long because there was. There's actually two, in fact. Like you really could have got long here down at the week open and just had a wonderful time the rest of the day.
yep. Yep.
And then your next attempt was probably this failure to get inside the overnight high again. Because we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts maybe, and all of them were getting absorbed. I think Stowe was talking about it.
Dude, there was
We saw yes.
a lot of selling
Yeah, it was
right
getting
there.
nowhere here. I think Stowe was showing you on ES, but there was your next opportunity.
They convinced me to cover my two runners right in that range.
Yeah, that's where I was scalping off like 902s and was just kind of like, okay, break it. Just give me the flush back down to like 840s and I'm a happy man. Like, let's do it. And they just couldn't. So I scratched it.
Hey, my chart's back. Is my chart good? Everything's nice. Yeah, so my long, for anyone who wasn't here in the morning, based off of this failed peak out, they built some volume and they gave it all right back. So I'm looking for rebids through the range. And then right here, this was the news, failed to make a low, and a ton of buying was coming in, lifting off from like 765 upwards. By the time I got in, I was in like the 780s, and then I peeled some off, re-added in the 810s, 812s, and then just targeted overnight high, went down to 2, wanted this red zone and then the new high, but got flat. Got flat like right here. So they took me out and then, or took out my runners and then just ripped it like what, 100 plus higher without me. But that's my bad. I should have just kept the trail, trusted it.
Florida,
Yeah.
man, I was looking at that. Crude is kind of back in that happy little dangerous low around 61s. If it breaks inside 60s, I want no business and I will let it kind of find a new bottom, which could be in the mid 50s, to be honest. So I don't know if I want to try it again in theory, but this is kind of the spot somewhere in that like 6150s to 6130s, maybe. Can't exactly remember because I don't have my long time frame chart ready to go. But yeah, it's not the worst place to try one, but I'm a little more scared to dip my toe in there now than I was probably a couple weeks ago when we were kind of teetering on that 61, 62 level.
And shorts are really at a disadvantage today with all the singles on the way up too. 2 is strong. We've got like 5 on NQ. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hands are
Just
tied, honestly.
no interest in trying to short this.
Yeah, hands are tied.
We're at all-time highs. I'm not calling the top. I've done that too many times in my life.
Drop into the 50s could be a hard bear trap. I mean, a drop into the 80s could be 70s could be a bear trap with how it's going. Jeff said I caught 50 points, 200 tick on the ES today. 50 points on ES. That's insane. Yeah, that is insane. Well done. Explain what indicated a ton of buying at that low level. If you use order flow, you can see them just lifting the offer like crazy. Market buying. A lot of it just came flooding in, and I used that as my risk to get on board. So I did risk the 65s for that specific trade, and they were buying so much, I took zero heat. It just kept going even after I got my entry. So that
Yeah,
was if you use level 2, you can see it.
it's the same reason why, like, after this attempt here that failed in this like 80, 90s to 80s area, it's just like after the third attempt failed and you're seeing a ton of absorption there. It was just like a sign for me to get the hell out of shorts because you had a feeling, it might
There was
just.
a lot of absorption.
Yes.
Like it was
And I'm
crazy.
not, this is where I need to get better at a trader is identifying that and say, I am on the wrong team here. I am on the losing side. I need to flip long if I still want to trade. I chose just to scratch out for a few points and call it a session, but it's still where you're seeing exactly what's happening. You know what's possibly about to happen. And why are you not trying to get on the right side of it? So
Yeah, vintage
one of those
traders.
days, one of these days, I'm going to get better at doing that.
Vintage traders says I keep trying to short the high. Vintage trader, this might help. So this is a volume profile right here, and this is a good gauge of market interest. And all day we're just seeing it build higher, like higher nodes. And as long as this is the case, the market's interest is certainly not lower. So best not to assume that it is in any capacity. So I think that
Instructions
should help you.
unclear, short the all-time high.
They are up here at the highs, and some might be, oh, they're losing steam. They haven't lost steam until buyers get set offsides. And until we trade 980s,
Yep.
no buyers are offsides.
That's where you'd want to see us break below this. And then all of this buying is in
Can
trouble.
lead to lower. Yep.
And then you might liquidate back down towards like 2,400, 24,900 or something.
That is literally, this is exactly how a dead body setup presents itself. Multiple batches of business, and then one gets set off sides, fails to reclaim it, and you just hit like a reset button.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
So maybe, maybe not. Right now, it's possible that they can set it up, but it's not in play. Not until we trade 980s at least. Reject anything above 25K.
I think NQ hits 30,000 today. That'd be something. I think we'll all settle at, hey, we made a new all-time high. Everyone's 401ks are happy, at least for the moment.
Well, is anyone long? Chat? Anyone long? So flat.
I don't think I traded a single long today. I think I was short gold and I tried one attempt shorting NQ.
Oh, so you just went from gold to NQ, or you were doing both at the same time?
No, I took the gold short like right as it opened at 7:20 my time. So you were still asleep.
Dude,
I
do you know
do
what
love
happened
that
today?
though. Honestly, might be my new favorite scalp to try to take is an opening range break on gold during the cash open there because it's like an hour before equities.
If it goes well for you, I gotta start doing it too.
It was something I kind of forgot about. I'm like, why am I like watching whatever equities are doing in the pre-market like before news? Like something actually opened and there's volume behind it. Like maybe I should
That's
watch
true.
that and actually try to
That's
see if
true.
maybe there's a trade there instead of wasting an hour staring at
It's
candles
like
that are
you're
barely moving.
starving and you're waiting for this restaurant to open so you can eat while there's like two other restaurants right next to it that are open. You're like, no, no, I want to eat this. What are the gold trading hours?
Um, I mean, it's
That's at
still
5,
basically
right? Or
23
8
hours
Eastern?
too, but technically the gold open is 8:20 Eastern. I don't know why. Maybe Tracy or Jim knows like why the metals are staggered that way?
Oil, the same thing, no?
Is
520
oil
or
is oil
820.
820? I don't
Yeah.
know. Someone can confirm that.
Eastern. Closes at like 11 or something like that.
Yeah, and they have the weird close too. That's earlier than equities, but it's still obviously the future products still always trade until whatever 4 p.m. Eastern or 4 p.m. Central. I don't know. My brain's not
He
working.
was long from 970. Wow.
Someone's long from 970. I
970,
thought you
24,
said 670 for
970.
a
That's
second.
a ballsy long. Yeah.
Yeah. Why did London get to have all the fun today? Because that like 660 type long would have been like I would have been buying that with both hands if I had the opportunity. It's not awake apparently at 3:30 in the morning my time. Dio, if you're in the chat, you and your Euro friends, like I was very upset that I didn't get to get long there.
Dio trades euro.
He trades 24 hours a day,
Oh, that's that's
but he's
true.
awake.
He
He's
is
awake because
actually
he's
Mr.
across the Atlantic.
Worldwide. Daniel, good afternoon. There's still so much passive buying, even up here right now, even on ES.
I know.
Any
First,
sell interest is met with even more buy interest right now. This is crazy. It's not even like this is a super dicey, imbalanced move. Like you have fully built nodes along the way. This is the most efficient uptrend we've seen in a long time.
I know this is kind of crazy when you look at it from basically the London Open on.
It's crazy.
It's like a 45-degree angle.
It's a straight 10-point pullback. You better get your longs in now while you can. Yeah, my leg to leg hasn't even reset at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Whole day.
this is an entire day's
It's the
single
same volume
leg,
profile.
single leg from that swing low at the week open, previous day low. Just straight up.
Yeah, well, while you guys are here, please hit the like button for us. Subscribe
And
if you haven't.
make sure you have subscribed. I'm going to be giving away a beautiful cut of meat from Snake River Farms. We'll see what I actually give away, but that's the plan. Maybe a brisket if you have a smoker and you are well capable of actually not ruining said piece of meat, then maybe we'll do that. Like some steaks instead because you don't know what to do with a brisket. We can talk about that.
He's gonna audit your past experience too.
Well,
You have to send him
I don't want to
past
make a
meats you made.
project for someone. Like if you do not have an offset smoker, a pellet smoker, or something, I don't want to send you a prime $200 brisket that you're probably gonna try to put in the oven and ruin. So
He's gonna audit you. You have to send him your past 5 briskets that you've cooked.
it just is simple. Do you have the tools and do you have the ability? You have the equipment and the ability, or a big green egg, whatever it is.
Dude,
If you
it's
have
fine. I got a
something
microwave.
that we
What's
can
the
do
big
it,
deal?
like I will send it to you. If not, you're gonna get some steaks so that I know you're not gonna screw those up.
Also, if you guys can't cook and you can't do anything with any meat, he will actually just give you a Ford F-150 instead. Brand new.
That is my primary vehicle of transportation. So no, I don't think I can do that.
Game worn. Game worn F-150. He won the arena challenge in it.
I need 2 new cars, unfortunately. My truck's a 2017. It still runs well, but it's like it's starting to go on me. And I know that something expensive is about to happen soon. Knock on wood.
You just get the feeling.
I just feel it.
It's like an impending red day. It's like I know it's going.
It's
It's
like I know,
something's gonna be
something's
bad.
gonna fall out of this. It's not under warranty. The truck is 8 years old. Only has less than 50,000 miles on it because I don't drive that much anymore. Gotta drive.
Something
I gotta buy the
expensive.
wife a new car. It's just never ends, man.
Such a funny thing. Something expensive is gonna happen soon.
Tools and skills required or stakes. Yes. I just don't want to give someone the project of like, oh, I don't have a smoker, so let me go spend $500+ to go get one so that I can cook this brisket Nick sent to me. But sorry. Also, I should say that is for the 150,000 subscriber contest, not contest, but giveaway that we're going to be doing once we do reach that number,
Yep.
which I think we're about 700 subscribers away. So you have not already subscribed to this channel.
Lots of
NinjaTrader is going to be giving
giveaways.
away a ton of stuff, and the on-air crew is going to be giving away a bunch of random individual items of our choosing. So that might be more fun than anything else. It's just the assortment of nonsense that we decided to give away. So
It's like an all week giveaway or something like that. A whole week.
Yep.
Everyone's giving something.
Deli is giving away his underwater position in his underwater short position in yes is what he's saying. I feel
There's
you
still
because
hope.
I also have a small swing short that I was trying to build into over the last 2 days that has slowly been punched in the face.
The only time you say building into is when it's currently underwater.
Yeah, it's like I didn't even get a chance to like kind of add because it went in my favor. It's like, okay, I've got some momentum. I can add. Nope. It's
Yeah,
just
it's
like
I'm
initial position
layering
is going to
into
turn
it.
into a liquidation.
They are just digesting everything up here. This is like seriously two-way tape up here. And the sellers are not getting what they want, so the thing's probably going to spike up at some point. Market like this is so boring. You are correct.
Yes. I was frustrated by the price action in equities the last couple sessions that I traded gold. So ask me anything. Maybe we'll trade the hogs next week. I don't know. Might get weird. Speaking of which,
If we get more than 20 likes on this stream, Nick will trade hogs and soybeans.
I mean, hogs had a beautiful trend down day today. So
That's your favorite, isn't it?
I mean, I have traded hogs. I have passed a prop challenge, trading nothing but lean hogs and doing it in 3 days.
It's like,
And
so
I have the
what's your
cowboy
macro
hat to
outlook? Oh,
prove
I'm
it.
really bearish hogs right now.
Well, it was a joke when it was going on, and I was actually doing TA like on hogs, and there was a scenario where it was looking like a beautiful breakout potential above $69. And
Just
it
looking at
happened
it,
like to a T. And I'm like, maybe I can actually trade. Maybe I'm not a complete idiot.
like, wait a minute. There is
That
something
it
here.
actually worked. So there are apparently better products that if you want to do some analysis to, maybe hold a trade longer than 10 minutes, like XY and I just don't really do very often. There's ways to make money other places.
This
But
gold
no, I just
sucks
get
too right
frustrated
now.
by equities every day instead. Hogs would be I mean, depending on who you are, probably would take delivery.
Why do you guys think Nick's always like cooking something? He took delivery.
Isn't there also pork bellies? I don't know. I passed the series 3. I should probably know some of these things.
That
That was a
was like last year, right?
test. Yeah, I passed it in December.
Oh, here's a question for you. What does Gamma say?
The gamma is saying higher for longer.
Ooh. So everything is saying higher for
No,
longer.
yeah, well, the gamma's been saying higher all day. So shocker that we had this type of session. I had a feeling that the 5,700 call buyers, excuse me, 6,700 call buyers were going to finally be paid, and we might make a new all-time high based on some of that flow coming into the first day of the month. But I wouldn't have predicted this.
Daly said, "This is when I wish YouTube allows us to post pics in chat. If you were allowed to post pics in chat, chat mods would demand a raise. Their
Tracy
work,
says there's no
they
more
would be
pork
working
bellies.
hard trying to declutter chat."
Nick, what do you use that for now? Chris, if you're referring to my Series 3, absolutely nothing. I had gotten it thinking maybe I would have a use for it if I stayed in this space, but no use for it because I'm just a trader, I guess.
You could put the you know how some people put their credentials by their Twitter handles?
I
Was
guess I
there
am more qualified than 99% of
yeah, is there
the
anything you can
talking
put there?
voices on X. By just seriously just passing the test. I
I mean,
think
a
I'd
lot of
really
people
have
just
more.
put like CFA. Everyone's a CFA.
Chris, I think you would if I actually like registered, but then it gets a little complicated with things, is what I did learn. It'd be easier if I was actually like with a brokerage, like they were backing me and we were going to do the whole IB thing or whatever, or CFA thing. But
Hey, there's people with CFAs in the chat. Hey guys.
Tracy's got her Series 3. Tracy, that test was not the easiest exam I've ever
Yeah, but she
taken
actually
or studied
knows
for.
things.
It's a lot of
CFP.
questions, and your brain eventually turns off with some of the math.
A new hog would be encouraging. Yeah, if they're charging you 200 bucks a year to use it to use the letters, you guys should put them on your YouTube handles. Chill Guy 534 CFA. We're liquidating right now, by the way. I think it's about 5 whole points.
This is generational lows potentially coming
Very
in here.
dangerous. Very dangerous stuff happening right now.
Generational low back to 25,000.
If we sell down another 4 points, I'm gonna have to ask if there was news.
Let's see. What time is it? 12. No, I don't think the L period stat is in play because I think that high came in. No, it did come in L period. So
Let's
yes,
see.
it is in play for an M period new high of day. We'll
It's
see
a new
in.
high by like 2 points ish.
Yep.
I mean, we are working with 5 single prints. How many does the ES have? I can't see
I don't know. I don't even have it turned on anymore.
it. Chart is at NQ gold and hogs only now.
Right now, yeah, right now my chart books are QGC and yes, I guess I should be adding more. So if someone wants to help me make a lean hogs book, I mean, let's do it. I don't know what volume candles I'd need to use, but we'll figure it out. I was trading XY when I was doing lean hogs. I literally was just trading off a 1 minute chart, and I learned it was very similar to like the 30-second opening range. There's one move for the session basically, and you better be on the right side of it.
And then it's gonna make a choice right
Yep. It's going to
now,
make a
and that's it.
choice in the first few minutes, and I would hope you're on the right side.
Market's in turmoil.
Hey,
That's a
Stowe.
throwback. Good morning, Stowe. Was it like 3 o'clock over there?
Should
Stowe,
we
where'd you
start
go over there,
trading
man? Make a
RBOB? I mean,
sandwich?
I don't think I've ever actually thrown up an RBOB chart. I've looked at natural gas, but I don't think I've thrown up RBOB,
What is RBOB?
gasoline.
I traded nat gas before. I think it was like 2023.
It's okay.
It,
So maybe I'll look at it. I really need to. I think in 2026, I'm going to force myself to trade other things at times. Like, even if it's like a small, like micro account that all I do is like day trade with a couple. I don't know. Not every energy product has micro, but some of them do.
look at what Deli said.
Yeah, it's been tough to enter any sort of swing short. It's like you're not even like that was like me for FOMC. Like I'm not even looking for much. Like give me like 1.5% down, and I'm gonna cover 90% of these. It's like that's how it's been.
Are they about to give us? I mean, we are right now on track to having the worst trade the close stream since we started.
We're talking about lean hogs,
We
RBOB
and we're just at the highs, but it's not going any higher, and it's
showing
certainly not
NQ
getting any
charts.
lower.
So yes, this might be a new record.
It's like we're on trade the close, our charts are NASDAQ, and we're talking about everything else.
Yep. We're trying to manifest other things to happen.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people will say like nat gas is super crazy. When I was trading it, like I think 2023, I had so many things open because indices were so slow. Even nat gas wasn't like super crazy. I don't know. It was a slow market. I had euro, yen, nat gas, oil, gold, ES, NQ, all within view, and that's just what it took at the time. Everything was just so slow. Downticks are also bullish. Hope that helps.
Us talking about other futures products is also bullish.
So, are you in a position right now?
Government shutdown, bullish.
The
No
market's so
data.
slow, they pulled up the that little widget right there that tells you to subscribe and like.
Yep.
Like, well, while nothing else is going on, feel free. Chat over or under. Stowe is long 25,020. Over under.
Stowe's either long from like 50, 52s maybe, or he's holding a runner from like the mid 40s. Yes.
Chat said over.
If I had to guess. Oh, he's flat. Okay.
I just saw Deli's tweet.
Delhi.
Last TP was 53 on ES. Oh, so Stowe's probably been long for like 5 hours. 69 half. Market's so slow. Now we're speculating on Stowe's maybe open position. Should we polymarkets this? Over, it's gonna have a big pop. Yeah, market's probably gonna just pop higher at this point because it's not like they're not selling. There's a lot of market selling going on. They're just not getting what they want. And if that's gonna continue like it has all day, then it's just gonna keep popping higher.
So your last buy was 40 and you took a sandwich nap. So that was a good sandwich to make.
That was a
40.
stupid sandwich to make,
Ooh.
but I really needed to eat something.
Well, Stowe could have bought a 52, then bought 61.
Kevin, I wish this was a weekly or monthly volume profile, because that would be a good thing. This is in fact the session. Because if this was like a weekly or monthly, you'd be like, okay, we're kind of building volume, it's sustaining, holding, okay, another leg up. No, this is the session. This is sometimes what a trend day up session volume profile will look like. One that just traps a lot of sellers at each leg. So yeah, this is the session. Wish it wasn't. Oh, why two? Because this is the current leg of the NQ rotation that we are seeing, which is basically from the low of the day. So it looks the same because it kind of is. There was a little more volume in the full session down here because we were kind of meandering in the opening range for a little bit before doing this. But yeah, so you see the delta profile of this leg, which is just up, and the current leg, and then you see a little more volume build for the session because we were trading there earlier. Hope that's helpful. It's just it hasn't reset the current leg because the leg is up.
Yeah, seriously, it's no reset. What are the confluences that you look at before you enter a trade? Some off the top of my head would be who is not getting what they want. So right now you could say sellers all day. Every time you see sellers enter the market, they're not getting what they want. So what I would do is when I see them entering the market, as soon as price is trading above them, I would probably take those longs until it stops working. Pretty much what I did in the morning. And then right now, I'm definitely not going to long these prices. It would have to be a short or nothing. And right now, it's giving me nothing at all. But for a short, I'd like to see it back towards this lower node here, which would, for the first time today, indicate that buying is no longer being rewarded. Then you can look for further weakness, get a short going on. But yeah, that's what I would look at today. But if they're not going to trade under 25K, there's no chance. Absolutely no chance for short. Would not recommend it. Yeah, vintage trader, that's something we've all gone through. But you need to start utilizing your inputs. So market structure is very key on days like today.
Yep.
If the sell side does not get any continuation or forward progress, that should tell you something. It's a losing team that's losing every single game, and you should never bet on them, right?
And I think as you mature in trading or gain more experience, like I'm not good at these days. The pullbacks are very shallow to get long. Like, so I usually stay away. Like I'll take a paper cut or something trying to short this at one point. If I can't find a good rebid long, this is one of those where like we didn't touch the overnight VWAP on this move up. Like we didn't come back and give me like a good place potentially that I could have felt confident joining along for this trend. So when that happens, I usually just stay away. There'll be a better trade to have tomorrow. And I'm just thankful that I found a good trade in gold so that I didn't feel tempted to keep looking for trades in equities.
Yeah, another thing to consider, guys, is these days are not very common. So it doesn't hurt to just not do anything. Let the day go by, and it's going to be a new day tomorrow. It's going to be a new day Friday, a new week. But don't go stir crazy trying to navigate a day that does not happen very often. So Leo, you're not keeping AJ company, huh?
Big Cat's here. Yes, he is.
He left him to the wolves. He's on his least estimator. There are clues that you can use for sure.
Yeah. Like I said, I took a stab at shorting like right around here. And once it rejected, you kind of see what's starting to happen, or just I'm not good at these type of moves. So I just get out. Call it a session. Come back tomorrow. I was seeing it a little bit in the level of call buying in SPX, and that it kept rolling higher a little bit. So you can kind of see signs too. with just other things that are going on. So, but usually for me to stay away, I have to take a paper cut first.
Got to touch the stove, see if it's burning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have M period in about 5 minutes.
We didn't even, we haven't even touched the leg, the anchored leg of this VWAP today, XY. So,
This
yeah,
is actually, we are on
this is an
course.
outlier a little bit.
This is
Haven't
going to be
touched
the
the overnight
worst.
VWAP. Haven't really touched the leg, the anchored VWAP from this leg rotation down to the week open on NQ. So if you've struggled with this or struggled with a way to get in long and your name is not Stowe, I mean, yeah, this was not the easiest session to just join along with this trend.
Yeah, we are on track to this being the worst trade the close stream thus far. So please give us consolation likes.
Yeah, Vintage, you're definitely not alone if you didn't catch this. I'm sure a lot of people took some pain trying to short this several times today.
Yeah, the Vintage, you're gonna see people probably post their $1 million gains today and stuff, but here nor there. And honestly, all that stuff is just noise.
Yeah.
Just
Like,
disregard
oh, you
it.
didn't see this beautiful trend day up, or you called the all-time high. Like,
Yeah, that's
no.
forget about it. It's really hard to capture all this stuff. I mean, I mismanaged mine. I definitely did. If I had just kept my trailing stop where it was, I'd still be actually, I mean, I'd be flat now, but I would have got another 130 points out of it on 2 runners, and
I mean,
but
I
it's
could
never
still
that
be in my
easy.
gold short, which is crazy. We never even came back to the opening range low.
No, they're not coming back to anything at all, actually.
No.
Lower prices are lava.
It's
Oh
just,
yeah, PAX is probably just
yeah, this is probably the
killing
PAX
it today.
strat, whatever you want to call it. Probably did very well.
Relentlessly buying.
Yeah, once we once we broke above the opening range, it's gone. Never even kissed it. He's just adding, taking profit.
Do we have Discord? No,
Nope.
we do not. How do we thumbs down the market? You can thumbs down the market by clicking the thumbs up in the on the stream.
Yeah, how are we doing in thumbs ups today? I've been refreshed.
Where are we at?
We are at 227
No
thumbs up,
way.
which is pretty low from the new quota that Jim gave us as we march on to 150,000 subscribers on this channel, which is at least 300, which is roughly a little less than half of the current viewers of this stream. So guys, please do us all the favor of smashing that thumbs up button as well as hitting subscribe. XY, what are you giving away for the 150,000 subscriber giveaway?
A Versace robe.
He's giving away a Versace robe. I mean, I'm giving away a beautiful cut of meat, but that might take the cake of the one everyone wants to win. Who would want to sit at their trading desk, sitting in their Viore joggers this winter, wrapped up nice and cozy in a Versace robe gift?
You take less drawdown on your trades when you're wearing it. I
mean,
have back tested, forward tested.
You might as well start a Substack now if you get that thing. Like you are just gonna go full. It's very easy to go full furu wearing that thing.
You can
sitting
charge
at your
whatever you
trading
want.
desk.
Your trades will never go against you. And all it takes is 150K subs.
Yep. I don't know how we're gonna do that. Hopefully, Sav and the team behind the scenes have a good way for us to raffle those off or whatever it's going to be, because I'm not smart enough to figure out how that's going to work. I would assume we're doing it live for people actually tuning into the channel. Pax is giving away a pair of Ferragamos, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Dangerous says, I don't understand the purpose of a robe. When I get out of the shower, I put on clothes, not a robe. So my purpose might be different. Do you guys ever wear like, I don't know, like a sweater or a hoodie at home, anything like that?
See, this is I get the robe because I very much am a like zip up hoodie kind of guy and like throw
Never.
the
I
hood over
never
my
wear
eyes, like
hoodies,
get cozy.
sweaters. Never. I just put a robe on. So I'm always in a t-shirt and likely basketball shorts. If it's like really cold, sweats, joggers, right? But I'm never putting on outerwear. I just put the robe on. And that's just what I do. That's
Yep. He's going to be
So I
in
wear a robe when
robe,
I'm cold? Yes. And
slippers.
when summer's over, when it gets closer to like cold season, you guys are gonna see me in a robe like 99% of the time.
Yeah, you may see me in a zip up or something. It gets hot in this room is the problem.
All those monitors just
All the
right next to you.
monitors and like the heat will be on in the house, like when it's 20 degrees outside here in North Texas. But this room will still be a sauna for some reason. It always is.
Yeah, I've worn a robe. So guys, I've worn a robe on the casino floor. Also, if you're at the Venetian, the chances are you're gonna see me on the casino floor in a robe because it gets cold down there. Sometimes I just don't want to change.
I love XY. I love how we trapped more sellers.
I'm telling you, there it's
25,000
all a
tens.
farce. It's all a farce, man.
Like, guys, these little blue boxes that are printing are like what are called liquidity zones. But basically, all this means is bears got themselves in trouble several times today and are now
It's
trapped.
all day today.
So
I'm
usually
telling
when
you,
I get like
down.
two of these is another good indication if the visualization of this volume profile isn't enough. Like these blue boxes can shame ye of saying, hey, trapped sellers.
Lower prices are lava. It's literally that. This is actually the worst. We're already in M period too. New high would clear the stat. There's like not much excess in either NQ or ES either. It's just
Stains on the Versace is a flex. I've just never been a robe guy. I've
it's just
always
so
been a
comfy and
hoodie,
cozy. Just
like a
throw it
nice.
on.
I
You
mean,
don't
you'll
have to
see because
wear.
I have a plethora of different cozy, warm, like zip ups and hoodies that I will be throwing on. You'll get me out of the nothing but black shirts on this stream, so you'll start seeing me blend in with the background as I throw on some random camo that's very cozy and warm.
I mean, maybe you can get festive, right? You can during Christmas you wear red and green, Halloween, hit them with the black and orange.
No, I'm just gonna start throwing on some of my camo jackets so that the market makers and white van guys can't see my stop on the stream anymore.
I don't know. He's executing trades, but he's not at
But
desk.
but he's not there. Like but his camera's on, but we don't see him. What do we do?
Yeah, after the arena challenge, they're definitely keeping an eye on Nick now.
Yep.
Two scalps long. I'm sweating over here.
I
Well,
mean,
it's
you're
better than
on the
going
right
short.
side of it. It's just probably following some EMA like to a T today that some crazy person on X is going to be like, see, this is why you put the 8/2 EMA on your charts. And like it just touched like every single time it was a long, which also coincides probably
Oh
with
yeah,
this little
everyone's
volume build
strategy is
perfectly
working
here.
today.
Yes. It's one of those where everything,
You're gonna
every
see a
long
YouTube
strategy
thumbnail.
probably
A
worked.
guy is
Every
like
trend strategy worked.
shock face. How I made $56,000 today with this one simple strategy.
I'm hungry. It's date night. I don't know where we're going, but all I'm thinking about is food right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a squiggly line of any sort, it's definitely bouncing off of that for sure. So Yeah, everything's working today. That's for sure. If you're on the long side.
Thanks, Frank. We appreciate you being here as well. This is not the easiest day to trade, not trade in the afternoon to come in here and hang out with y'all. I appreciate everybody being here. I know this is
Not
we
trade
weren't
is one
long
thing.
early. This is not the
Can't
most.
trade is the other thing.
Yeah.
Literally cannot place a trade.
I mean, I guess we missed the generational low.
Yeah, I think there was news there on that sell-off.
This was the generational low right here.
Of course, he has an F-150, a Ford F-150.
Yes. Do I have an F-150 living in Texas? Yes, I do. I also have red hunting bred kind of golden retrievers that are the furthest from bird dogs you could ever imagine. I wear a lot of camo. I smoke meats. So I'm pretty much, and I own
So you're built for
Second
tough.
Amendment type firearms. So yes, I'm a as cold-blooded Texan without actually being a Texan.
They're trying to tempt you into a trade. Say, slap along, pay for tonight's dinner.
Guys, I paid for my trade. I caught the gold short today, so we're good. Nick did very well. Did in a prop account. I didn't even trade really the personal today, so
Lower high, maybe, maybe, maybe,
maybe,
maybe not.
probably not.
Psych. That was the dip to buy.
I mean, I could see a liquidation if there was going to be one. Yes,
I mean, we're gonna run out of
settles.
time before we could even do anything about it.
Oh yeah, look at the clock. I mean, I could see ES settling somewhere around fit in the mid 50s if we were gonna get any sort of liquidation. Otherwise, which would probably put us XY back to the 980s. So I wouldn't call that a liquidation.
Anything more than 10 points right now is a liquidation.
Yes.
And Q's moved the POC. Unsurprisingly.
Oh yeah, you guys keep reminding us the Leo stat, but we could like hit it like right now. God, I'm like starving. I didn't eat today, and I went for like a 4-mile run before I came on.
4 miles? Sheesh.
Sometimes my runs, because I remind everybody, I'm not really allowed to like poke my head into my wife and the baby because then it just turns into I have to stay for several hours until the next like nap window. So it was like a 3-mile run. And then I kind of was just like enjoying being out in the sun because it's not 90 degrees here anymore. It was like a beautiful 75, 80 degree, not a cloud in the sky type run. So I was just enjoying being outside, listening to music.
I was supposed to go to the gym after the morning stream I did, but I decided to go hang out with AJ instead.
I did see that. I was listening to you guys once I got back to the desk.
Doing a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah. Volume profiler, what pace do you run at? When I'm like really like in the kind of in the zone, I'm like a good 8-minute mile person. When I'm like cruising with music, just kind of enjoying being outside like I was today, kind of that 9 to 10. It's more so for me just to get some vitamin D and just get the heart rate up a little bit, sweat a touch. I'm not trying to go back to my old marathon pace when I was doing Ironmans and stuff. Like I'm the furthest out of shape of that.
Maybe, can they trap some buyers to set up a short tomorrow? They've been trying to trap buyers all day. Hasn't been going well. It's like watching a sports team lose like 16 games in a row right now. That's the sell side.
Volume profile, that's pretty sweet. I've been wanting to do the David Goggins 24 or 4-mile runs in like every 4 hours you run 4 miles in 24 hours. Like you see, you do it 6 times. The Goggins run. I've been kind of wanting to do that, but I guess I'm a weirdo and I'd have to be the guy that's running at like 3 a.m. or something for no reason. Wit, do you wear a hoodie while running? No, I'm shirts off, tats out, Oakley's on kind of runner. It's still warm here, so I still am running shirts off. Is this the moment? And Jim would like to remind everybody if there's a special event. Is that today? Yes, today at 4:15 Eastern time. Placing trades and managing orders on the NinjaTrader web trading platforms. So tune in for that. If you are an active user of the web-based platforms, Tradeovate, NinjaTrader, web, might be fun to tune into. So you can actually register there. I'm assuming it's a Q&A and such. I didn't click the link. But yeah, Jim, you'll have to tell us about that session when you come on here in a few minutes. Fun fact, when you get your driver's license in Texas, it comes with a free pair of Oakleys. It does. I've always had the big runners. Like I did it before that was like a thing, I guess. Because when you're like on a bike and you're riding, like you kind of need the bigger ones. So it just always escalated from there, I guess. Now it's like a meme. The pit vipers. Yes, the pit vipers. XY, you are muted, sir.
Oops, I muted myself. Hey, are pit vipers those glasses everyone has that makes you look like you're just going super fast?
The pit vipers, I think it goes back to like the Kenny Powers stuff, like and like I don't know, but yes, it's that same like the old M frames of Oakley's. There's like massive.
Yeah, it looks like you do things high speed all the time.
Yes,
Ah,
but
pit
yes,
viper.
that's basically what they are. I don't have 'em on my desk.
Do you use volume value high and lows as your levels? Uh, no. As levels, no, but yeah, I reference them. Everything is a reference to me, whether it's a zone or a level or MGI spot. I will always use it as a reference, but I won't draw things just because their value are high or low. No. But I pay attention to it, yes, as you should if you are an order flow trader. A lot of information in there. No, feet Rex. TradingView has no integration with OFL tools.
Does not.
Horizontal red and blue bars. Tape reader. It's free. Tape reader on orderflowlabs.com. It's like a time and sales. So if you see it's blue, it's like more buying than selling on time and sales. Order flow profile for NQ RTH current session is the setting.
I mean, this is potentially the M period stat failure, but we still got
I don't believe it.
17 minutes.
I
and
don't
we're
believe
still
it until we're
sitting-
trading like 980s.
Yeah, like we're still sitting a chef's kiss away from
It's just
a
gonna
new
punch
all-time
everyone in the
high.
face.
What indicators did you guys start off with? I mean, RSI, Bollinger Bands, and like whatever EMA, and like 5-minute candles. Like that's how I started trading futures.
Trades by AZ. What do you think about NQ for the next 20 minutes? I think NQ is a comeback tomorrow kind of thing right now. If you guys look at, so this is when we started, right? 11:30. Look look what the market has done since we got on stream right here. This is all it's done. This entire
In
thing
the
right
30-point
here.
range.
It is literally a what, 07 to 37, yeah, 30-point range. So yeah.
H bailout. Nick, what do you do if you're in a losing position and the session is closing? Do you close the trade? I mean, if it hasn't hit my stop yet and we are kind of past any and all volume that could actually move it in my favor, I mean, yeah, if I've been stopped and I'm comfortable taking the stop, I mean, take it off. It's probably not going to hit it. Maybe it'll still stop me out, but I could also just at that point kind of scratch it for a slight red and move on with my life. I don't like holding positions overnight unless they are actually like swings that I built into with micros.
How you use volume profile properly? Maybe OCD to see every HVN, LVN, and area of support resistance. Is there a way to simplify it? Yeah, there are tons of ways to simplify it. A lot of it is in, I've already outlined it in pretty big detail in my playbook, which isn't there yet. But once it releases, you should take a look. I'm super volume profile heavy, and there will be a lot of nuances in there for you to just take whatever you want from it. Do you ever put on synthetic positions for hedge with options on long-term trades? That's way too big brain for me.
That's so complicated for me.
That isn't, yeah, no. Yeah, so Build Back Broker, you have it pretty much like spot on. If anyone's trying to interact like 20 minutes before the close, there's probably a 99% chance the day has not gone well for them, which pretty much says that, there's not too much edge in doing anything right now, if at all, honestly. Where will your playbook be released? Paintingthetape.net.
We're figuring out the best way to make the
Yeah,
website
there's website
nice.
like problems right now, so we're trying to figure that out and like reorganize some things, and then it will be there. Nick's
Yeah,
got stuff that's ready. I have other content that's ready. Yeah.
yeah, my first piece is up there, which is like the outline of how I trade, and then we'll actually start breaking things down and further.
Wait, it's up there already? Not
Well,
yet.
it's not up there. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's ready to go as we finish formatting, figuring out the website going forward.
Yeah, there's
but
some
it'll be up.
back end issues for now, so bear with us, but it will be up.
I've learned this. Like I'm better at communicating verbally for some of these things. Like it's hard to write concepts without very much of just being like, oh, here's a hindsight example that I found once, and I'm going to explain this is what I do when I see this. I take this side of the trade. Like, no, me showing you real time examples or recording my actual executions is things like that I would like to do. I mean, you guys get a taste of that when we're on the show, but it's a better medium for me to actually record content with my voice and talk you guys through it. So we'll do that, and then I'll leave the written stuff for more trading psychology, random other things that come into play.
Yeah, you guys are talking to a competition champion.
I still don't know how I won that. I feel like
Dude,
you
that
guys
comeback was
fumbled
awesome.
the competition more than I won.
I was so happy to see.
You were in the red.
I
And
was in the
really recovered.
trenches, but I was so happy to see you pull up so far ahead after the break. I had no idea what was going on, right?
Yep.
I'm like not even at my desk. And so the whole time before that, I was like, man, Leo and Stowe are so far ahead. Me and Nick are just in the trenches right now. And then to see you climb out of it and ahead, I was like, hell yeah. Now
Yep.
they're gonna lose.
Well, I was also sitting there like in the afternoon when I was almost back to break even. I was like, if all four of us are red, like that looks really bad. Like hopefully we can pull.
I didn't
this.
even know. So I should have had the leaderboard up because I did have a short from literally the high. And I was just like, all right, well, stream's gonna end. I'm just gonna find stuff. And I didn't pay attention at all. So when we came back, I thought, Stowe would be way up there. I didn't know he flipped red at some point, and Leo too, and all that. And then you went green. I had no idea. So it was an interesting surprise for sure.
Yeah,
But yeah,
well,
you guys are Nick is the champ, so he's got some stuff ready. He's got some stuff ready for you guys on the site.
Yeah, and if you guys think the way I trade is complicated, it's definitely not. I think a lot of these concepts are very, very simple. Because I'm not the smartest person in the room. I just try to execute and then try to shut things down so I don't give back money.
That reminds me too, on that competition day, we both nailed that low a day long.
We did.
And we were like, if this is any other day, we would just turn it all off. But let's
Yep.
keep trading.
Yeah, nailed the low off the open, and then
We got
nailed
like
the low
90
today in the
points for it.
afternoon. Yeah, it's really because it'd be like I would be in that trade anywhere from 3 to 5 minis, and if I caught that for 40, 50
Attention
points,
traders,
I'm done.
it's algo time.
Algo time, and the market is still in the node. Gonna pop a new high here.
They better.
Yeah, they will. No. Well, this was very exciting, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us. Please, before you leave, hit the like and subscribe. Before Jim comes in here and yells at us for not hitting a goalpost that keeps moving.
Are they really not going to do it?
Oh, they haven't done it. Yep, as Mark has noted, it is all free.
Yes.
All of it is completely free.
Painting the tape is free. The website's free. The playbooks are free. The content, videos, everything we do. We'll all be out there for you guys.
Why do you think today's market is not a good environment? I think it's not a good environment for me, is all it is. I
Same.
won't say it's a bad environment. You buy shallow pullbacks as they are, and it shows market strength in the right direction. Could be super obvious. I mean, I made money today earlier on, so I can't say it was a bad environment, but afterwards, like 9 o'clock my time onwards, so noon Eastern onwards, it's a really bad environment for me because I have trouble holding on to trades.
Yeah. There's moments today where even if you got long or you got along with the trend, like you might have been sitting in it for an hour, 2 hours just to capture what X, Y, and I try to do quickly off, initial bounce kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Where I can catch that in 2 minutes, 3 minutes versus me having to sit and hope that my trade continues to go with this trend for the next 2 hours to capture the same amount of points. So I guess that's why I tend to sit away from these days because it just is slow, choppy, grindy to the upside. When the ball goes to zero, I tend to go outside.
What's my favorite dish? Oh man, that's too hard. I don't know. No, I can't choose.
The Dodgers won last night.
No, home game?
Home game, home wild card playoff game. The Dodgers won.
I might have to put in my order live on stream right now.
And they'll be playing, I think, shortly again tonight.
Isn't it like playoffs or something right now?
Yes, it is wild card week. All the game twos are tonight. So Yankees, Red Sox, I think play at like 5.
All right, chat. What's your go-to panda order? Go.
I have not eaten, and I am not ashamed to admit this. I have not eaten Panda Express in years. I think since I was living in Southern California.
I don't think that's shameful. I just think they have the best.
What's good? Like if I go, I'm gonna go for you. So I need to know, like, what should I order?
I mean, I hit the half and half, so half noodles, half veggies, and then I get the orange chicken, and then it's either the Beijing beef or the Kung Pao chicken. So same old OG stuff. It's just orange chicken. I mean, sometimes I might just do double orange chicken. But I actually really like Panda's orange chicken. It's pretty much the only redeeming thing, honestly. It's the orange chicken. But the Beijing beef also is very good. I usually do that in tandem. So whenever you get Panda, you gotta post that thing on X, man.
Let me see, where's the nearest panda? I feel like I know where it is, but I'm like so hungry right now, guys. You have no idea. I did not
I'm
eat lunch, and
hungry
I
right
actually ran 4
now.
miles today. So I'm starving.
Beijing beef and double orange chicken. So you get 3 items, okay? Double orange, double chow mein. I respect that, definitely. White rice and veggie teriyaki chicken, kama chicken, orange chicken.
How is panda? Is it in the same class these days of like getting payway?
Getting what?
Payway.
I've never even heard of that. Is that even in SoCal?
They're everywhere. They're in airports. Someone says no way. Okay.
2 item play double orange. So
Payway is
everyone,
above. Okay, so my expectations of eating panda, since I haven't had it since like pre-college, should be lowered, is what you're saying.
oh, Payway. Oh, I've seen it. I've never had it, but it's better. Sounds like it's better.
I no,
Am I
I like
Asian?
I
Yeah.
like payway is what I'm saying. So if I'm used to like, okay, I get payway every once in a while, like you're saying lower my expectations if I go get Panda Express.
Panda Express is like pretty bottom tier. I'm not gonna lie.
I've never heard it pronounced before.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've never heard it pronounced. I'll see it. So when they typed it, I was like, oh,
This is what we talk about, guys. We have not left this 20-point range in the NASDAQ the entire time XY and I have been on the air. So here we go.
I'm trying to get order flow on Panda orders right now. XYZ eating panda and trading gurus eating caviar. Yep. Yeah, it'd be like that. XY is talking panda when he's over at Morton's wolfing down a ribeye. I don't think I've been to Morton's actually. It's really expensive, right? That's where they do corporate dinners where they schmooze each other. Yeah, I haven't been
Yeah,
to corporate. I've been to Fleming's a few times. It's actually I don't think Fleming's is very good. I think
they're all the chain steakhouses are the same.
Dude, there's no payway anywhere near me in South Carolina.
That I believe.
Not even close. I have to take a plane to get to one.
I should try Payway then. I've never had it.
I know, but you have your Dodgers win discount at
Six
Panda.
dollars? Yeah. I mean, it was $5 last year, but they had to
Inflation.
Well, I ate it.
So what is that? That would be like a 20%
Yeah,
increase.
20% increase.
So
That's insane.
okay, CPI. We don't believe you anymore.
Panda print, red folder.
Oh my goodness.
Fade the chat, stick with the orange chicken. I mean, everyone loves orange chicken. You have to. Laurie's? Yeah, I've been to Laurie's. I'm not as big of a prime rib guy as a ribeye guy. I prefer ribeye for sure.
So you mentioned Fleming's. I think there's one in Charlotte I went to not too long ago, and it was surprisingly good.
I didn't think I've been there twice, and I just know it's pretty expensive, and it's not that good. I
I
think
mean,
like
all
Ruth's
those
Chris
places.
is better.
I feel like I cook a better steak, and it's not going to cost me $80. So they're
I
still
believe it.
good. Like they're fun for work dinners. Like when I was still in the 9 to 5 life, like I used to go to those things all the time, and they're great. It's just super expensive. I don't like paying my own dime on it.
Yeah, I thought Ruth's Chris was better. Mastro's, I've only been there once. I thought Mastro's was really good. The interesting thing was a lot of my friends were like, "Oh, it's overpriced, it's overrated, it's not that good." Maybe I had a good batch. I don't know. Mastro's was really good. What else?
Mastro's
I
Ocean
love
Club in
Houston's.
Newport Beach is great.
Dude, Houston's used to be like $36 a ribeye. I still love Houston's though. The Hawaiian ribeye is really good. But yeah, Panda. Back to Panda. Um, Orange chicken is a must. I see it in the chat. The order flow, the chat's very bullish on orange chicken. A lot of liquidity right there.
Sab, I love Houston's. I just haven't eaten there recently, but I used to love
I love
Houston's.
Houston's, man.
Houston's was like my favorite like business lunch outside of going to Javier's in Southern California. Like that was always a great business lunch. But then I would have like 1.5 margaritas and be like, I should not go back to my desk. Like this is a bad idea. I need to go home.
Sav is warning us, don't get Shab started on Houston's. I don't know.
I love Houston's. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I found my hat too. I was worried about it. I have a lot of gear that gets shipped here that
And you were
disappears.
blaming your nieces and nephews for stealing it and all that.
Children, nieces, nephews. Yeah.
We summoned Shab
Shab.
by talking about Houston's.
My stomach is
I'm so
rumbling right
hungry, guys.
now.
This is a problem. I need to go eat something.
My
Well,
stomach
the
is
bell's gonna ring,
rumbling.
and there you have it. Well, we had a little bit of a sell-off at the end of the day, about 5 handles or so.
Please
Generational
hit the
low.
likes. If you guys hated the stream, hit the like. If you guys loved it, hit the like.
Yeah, I haven't even checked that out yet. 300, what do we got? Do we have 300 at least?
I'd be
Yes, we did.
surprised.
328, sir.
We hit
Nicely
it.
done. Nicely done.
Yeah, they really do like us.
Well, what's not to like? You're likable fellas. And did a great job to boot. So there you go. Double whammy, everybody. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscriptions. We are well over. I know the number. I don't know if I'm authorized to tell you how many subscriptions we have. It's over 149,000. And we're rolling, man. And if I get authorization to tell you guys tomorrow, I will. But we are getting to that 150,000 level, guys. So I am pumped up about that.
Can't wait.
All
We're
right,
giving away all the fun stuff.
tomorrow is Thursday. So we have a regular start with me, Shy, Craig, and Deli. Then we've got Jim Welsh is joining us. Is it? Do I have the right? No, I might have the wrong date here. Hang on, everybody. Ariel Hernandez, by the way, is joining us tomorrow. Ariel's awesome. You could follow him on X. Farm with Tape Talk, Chris trading boxes, and Stowe trading the open. Although Chris goes first, then Stowe goes second. And then trading the close after me and Shy, do some reports. Leo, the big cat, and Stowe. So Stowe's twice. That's trading the close with those guys. So tomorrow we have a big day tomorrow. Thursday we expect this stuff to move it. As it did today. A lot of markets. There's a lot of markets moving today, and we're going to cover those in a lot of detail tomorrow. Looking forward to tomorrow. Remember, 4:15. Me and Mike Burke. Special link was in the chat. We're going to be talking about the Ninja Web, aka Tradeovate platform, how to place orders and OCOs and trailing stops and chart trading and all that stuff at 4:15. So hopefully we'll see you guys there if you get a chance. Other than that, one last thumbs up for XYZ and Nick for a tick. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate you as usual being here this afternoon. You guys are awesome.
Thanks, guys. Have a
Thanks,
good night.
chat. See ya.
All right. Most important message. Remember, most important message. If I don't see you later, it's the most important message. If I do see you later, please be safe out there. Be good to each other. Thanks for coming.